Hello, peeps, and hello, peppers, and welcome to a new experiment on my channel that's called Penpalling Perjantai. Like the last couple of weeks, a Finnish person who really likes elephants reminded me that I actually learned Finnish in college and to not much avail, I must admit. Like, many people say that Finnish is actually more logical than Icelandic, but since when has life been logical? Uh, yes, Perjantai is Friday in Finnish, so it's my pen paling Friday, and I kind of want to do a tribute to the fact that many of my followers who I'm aware of are actually from the pen paling world. Yes, I am painting postcards, and this is actually my first attempt of trying to hold the camera steady with the right hand and drawing with the left hand. I am usually right-handed. And now we have to just work with what is there. I am usually not fond of any experiments of trying to draw more complex things with the left hand because, let's say, the way I was put into therapy for walking as a child reminds me of what people describe when they were like lefties and retrained to write with the right hand. I know that is a very complicated theme, and like my apologies if that is too hard on anyone, but I kind of want to say with it, stick to your nature and make the best of your nature. And like my nature is just to probably hold the camera more steady with the right hand and get a probably better angle. And while trying to make ... here, and seeing how much coordination I have in the hand, in the left hand or not, I can put into the universe some ponderings about pen paling. The other day I got a letter from someone who told me they were just getting back into the flow of letter writing. And that inspired me because I haven't written any proper letters, many proper letters in a long time, but I follow this one pen paling community on Facebook, and I always see these like beautiful people, beautiful conversations. Many like queer people in a wider sense expressing themselves there. So it makes me want to write, but I don't know where to start. I wrote lots of letters when I was a child because there was no internet. And this was like sort of a little bit my window to the world. And it is still like my way to relax. But like over the years, I also have met some sort of like elitary people who needed to write on exactly this paper with exactly those words. And yes, recently I was in Germany where the postage is way cheaper than in Iceland, so I took a small pause from social media because Germany means family time, period. But I also wrote some postcards there just to try to get back into the gear. Or also to think, what is wrong? Why is my gear not where it's supposed to be? In Germany, I also had like some very fruitful and juicy discussions with people. Why doesn't my book writing work what would I need? So my writing and also my unique way of fostering relations would work out. There is not one universal answer to that, but let's say, I think I started to understand some root causes. I got no roots, for my home was never on the ground. And I'm still finding ways of like understanding myself better, and I think I'm just at the beginning of a journey to get to know my needs and how to convey them to other people. Like, especially, what would I need to keep up a communication on a long term? What would I need to, like, if there is ever like a person with who a partnership would work, what would I need to make this work on a long term? Because like, obviously, I'm a little bit differently wired on many levels. So, but hey, I'm still open to the idea of meeting people who want to like build up and create relations of any type. And yes, I went for the ladybugs because like I grew up with ladybugs and I always found them cute, but they also have this like kind of hard shell where the flying wings are actually hidden under. And let's say the ladybugs have a really extreme love life. Google it if you're interested, because I don't think YouTube or the majority of people would be thrilled about the details. But yeah, I can be a total love bug when the circumstances are right. And I met some people on the Germany trip who actually, let's say, boosted my self-esteem about like by emphasizing also things that were beautiful about me, because like my stubborn little brain has a hard time remembering the good things about me, because I like my stubborn little brain always only remembers the feedback like this you did wrong and this could have gone better, but like I don't know. These were like really lovely, a little bit eccentric people who were still sort of at home in their souls, uh, who like made me appreciate the good things that I have and the good things, how I can also like look beautiful. I think I'm not so looks orientated, but oriented, my English today. But let's say due to the fact that like, let's say some toxic departments of the disability movements in the 90s always gave me the feeling I was like too ugly. It's nice to feel beautiful, and I also find the ladybug feeling beautiful here. Like, it has always been a symbol of being okay in my childhood, because like my family and I appreciated ladybugs, and I don't know how they are doing with the climate change, but like as a child I found like really dozens of ladybugs in one meadow. Today I'm really lucky if I find one. In Germany. Like when I was in Sweden, like 10 years ago, I went for a walk with a guy, and then he was like pointing at a hedge and like, look what those ladybugs are doing, man. Yeah, we're not going into details. But yeah, back to the original topic, pen paling. Yes, I appreciate people in the pen paling world who can see through my hard shell, and that I have wings to fly sort of neatly tucked away. and that I have an unconventional way of connecting to people and thinking about a partnership, even though I don't have any. So think. It's officially midsummer today, and I wanted to basically. Okay, I was thinking about a midsummer mandala, but like my elephant mandala is not advanced enough yet to show it time and again. I wanted to show it to you when it's finished. So, yes, happy midsummer with a lot of perky ladybugs to all of you. And actually, you can win this card if you contact me on Facebook or Instagram to tell me what you want to see in the penpalling department, like, I don't know, craft hacks or okay, I'm not connecting people to other pen pals. I'm not showing any people's addresses, but like there are certainly themes that I could talk about here if I want to make like Penpalling Perjantai a habit. Might be a good idea because Friday with this lousy mail service is their day where I'm actually convinced my mail is fetched and would actually reach its destination. So, yeah. So, my plan for the nearer future is, as said, to continue Midvikudags Mandala, Penpalling Perjantai, and to do like the weekly recap on Monday mornings, because then I have a reason to get up on Monday morning, sort of at 5 or 6, because let's say one theme in my life is to be a little bit sad that I had this good method in my high school years to get up before anyone would knock on my door, phone or something, or before I had any school or appointments, and to actually do my homework at 5 o'clock in the morning. And let's say in Iceland, it's for the most of June light in the night. Of course, now, since it's midsummer, it will kind of shorten 1 minute per day or something, but that would be an option to actually get up at 6 in the morning just to have something off the day and then make a video. And maybe go a little bit earlier, like to sleep again instead, because like, even though I say this is a really cool method from high school, we just have to remember I'm no longer 17 unless we're getting with this song here, and it feels like I'm 17 again. And I mean, I can't convince my body that I'm 17 forever, even though I'm very young at heart. So, but still, like with all the recent like autism activism on the social media, I rediscover some methods that worked to get things done. To find a slot in the day where people don't interfere with me, and actually several people who I know have confirmed that, let's say, pen paling is their way of having friends and having guests who don't need to physically hang around their place, and to who you can tend when you have the time. So I wish you a day where you have the time for the things and people and actions that really matter to you. Have a great Friday. Bye bye.